Welcome everybody, and I've just got back from the car boot. Look at the fucking weather. Oh my god. Out of nowhere, a snowstorm approached. I did right though. I did right. Let's see. What have we got? So yes, we've been booting. Got a few other bits to show. Move them out of the way before I crush them. So yeah, I woke up. It was actually alright outside when I got up. I think I got up at 4:30. I think it was dry outside. And then out of nowhere, that snowstorm engulfed us. And it is actually settling quite bad. So I'm not looking forward to work tomorrow. But anyway, we got some alright stuff. So yeah, drove to the car boot. It's an indoor one, so the weather doesn't really matter. Got some alright bits. Missed out on some stuff. One thing I was just like, no. But yeah, we did alright. Right, so first thing I actually got was nothing special. Tekken 6 for £1. Off to CX, that'll go. Chap was like a house removal person. He had like buckets and buckets, so he had quite a few games. That's the only one which I thought had any value really. Yeah, and like I say, I think it's about £6, so not bad for £1. And the next few bits I got was, oh, actually this, which is actually quite a nice find for £1, and it's I actually nearly missed it. I just sort of glanced over and I saw it. I was like, ooh. Asked how much she wanted, and she said £1, and it's a Game Boy Advance Crystal. I think this colour is, and it wouldn't turn on there, but it's fine. No battery cover though, so I'll have to source one of them. Actually, really nice condition, no scratches or anything to it. So not sure what I'll do. Might even try put a backlight mod in that. I don't know if that's actually might be beyond my technical. You know, not sure. Do you have to solder them in, or do you just take the old one out and plug the new one in? Don't know. So after that, in fact, straight after that, went around a few more rows. So on the same row I got that, I was walking into the store and there was a huge like mountain of Game Boy Advance games on the table, and there's a bloke standing there and he goes, "Oh, £6 for all the Game Boy games," and this bloke's like, "Yeah, I'll take them." I'm just like, and I was looking at some of the games. I think there was a couple of fancy advanced ones in there. They look legit as well, not copies. I was just like, oh, for fuck's sake. I probably could have gone, oh, I'll give you more, but I've tried that before and it just doesn't really go down very well. So I was just like, whatever, move on. So I moved on. And I bought, what did I get next? Oh, this, yeah. So actually went around the row again, came back to the bloke who had the Game Boy games. And he had that in the box, which is just an Xbox wireless adapter. It's the double one, so I don't know what that is. Gives you a better thing. Wireless N adapter. And that was like £13 at CX, and I gave him £2 for that. And I also picked up a copy of Ratchet and Clank off him for 50p. So, not bad. CX fodder all day long. And the next few things I got, now this was one of the last cars to come in, and as soon as the car pulled up, she pulled out a box, and I saw this game, and I was like, oh. So I grabbed that, asked her how much it was, and she said £2. So I was like, I'll definitely take that for £2. And then she pulled out a few more boxes. And they all had sort of prices on, like individual prices and stuff. So I was just like, okay. And then I saw this one, Spyro the Dragon, £2. Now the only problem with this is the back is Colin McRae for some unknown reason. But it's all there. The manual's escaping. So bit of a pain that it's the back. If it was the front, you could sort of get away with that because the manual sort of takes its place. But then she had just a few other bits. Oh, I picked up Ridge Racer. That was 50p, that one. No manual. It's a bit bust up, needs a new case. It's got the demo in there. Sims 2. I think this is a £6 trade at CX, so That'll be off to CX. £2 for that one. And like I say, obviously the best one's Spyro 2, which is all there. Lovely condition. I think the disc could do with a clean, to be fair, and the case is a bit bust. But I think that was £6.50 for them, so not too bad. Now the next stall was actually I've seen them at the fairs before. I've seen them in Leeds, Super Retro Games Fair, because the woman used to work in a game shop in Leicester. I think it was Game World. I've seen them before, and the prices are all right. I was just I tend not to, when you're at the car boot, you don't really want to spend a lot of money on stuff. You know, you're at the car boot, you want cheap stuff. So I had a quick look through some of the stuff that she had, and she had some art books. And this one piqued my interest because I really like it, the series it's from, and it's a Persona 3 official design works, and it's still sealed. Not very big. I had a look on Amazon, and I can only find, I think it was like £12 something for a used one, or like 45 for a sealed one. And she was like, "Oh, that one's sealed, so that's £10." I was like, not sure I want to pay £10 for a book. But then they also had this one. I've been after this for a while. I keep seeing it, and I was just like, and that's the Art of Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, and this is sealed. And she wanted £6 for this one. I've seen it before at the car boot. I think they wanted £10 for it, and I was like, I'm not paying £10 for it. Not an Assassin's Creed art book. Well, I say I got all the other ones, so I thought I'll add that one to the collection. So I grabbed that one, and I think she said 15. I got, what's your best price? She said 15, so she was only knocking £1 off. So I go, you do 14. She said, yeah, that's fine. Then I saw this one, and she said £8 on this one, and that is a Kingdom Hearts one. It's pretty cool. It's got like a slip cover, comes out like that. Pretty awesome, to be fair. Really do like Kingdom Hearts stuff. Some lovely artwork in that one. I haven't really looked through these properly, but yeah, I love Kingdom Hearts. So it's got just a bookmark. Yeah, lovely art book. Not very big, but I'm not bothered about that. So she said 8 on that. So I was going to do 20 for the free, and she was like, "Yeah, that's fine." So got them for £20. Bit more than I wanted to pay at a car boot for stuff, but you don't really see them very often. So after that, looked around a bit more, couldn't really see them. Went back to this store again, and there's some PSP games. There's quite a lot of stuff actually. There's some collector's editions like Tales of Berserk, is it, on the PlayStation 4 and stuff, and they wanted like 70 and £60 from. I was just like, I thought that's sort of not really reasonable prices, to be fair, for a car boot. And I didn't want to, and there's no way I'm paying £60 for a game at the car boot. But they had some PSP stuff, and I originally saw these two. Asked for the price, so he said 20 on one. And then, actually, no, he said 20 on one, and he goes, if you want both of them, you have them for 25. So sort of went away, had a look on eBay. I was like, yeah, so you can only get these ones in America, or digitally, I believe. I believe they had them only digital over here, maybe. And one of them was sort of all over the place, as is eBay. I think one went for £40, and then one went for like £22. So I was like, that's not too bad. And then the other one, I could only find one on there, and it went for £24. So I was just like, well, that's about £50 worth of games there for 25. I thought that's not too bad, and they look pretty interesting games. So anyway, I bought them, and the first one is Luna, a well-known series, mainly in America. I don't think we've got hardly any of them over here. Lovely condition. I don't think they've even used it. The only one I can think of that we got was Luna Genesis, I believe, on the DS. So yeah, I do really want the ones on PS1. Is it Silver Star Story or something? I believe you can get them on PSP. Oh, is it DS? I can't remember. But anyway, got that one. And then I picked up this one, and I asked him what it was, like sort of game type, and he said, "Oh, it's a RPG, and it's Crimson Gem Saga." And from the title, I was like, "Is it one of those like shitty like gem drop games where you drop the gems down?" And he's like, "Oh no, it's an RPG." So again, lovely condition. Oh, it's got the receipt in here. It's got a Game World receipt in here. Okay, that's unrelated. Oh no, they paid $7.99 for it. What? No, they paid £9 for it. I don't know. It is the original receipt, so that's pretty cool. Looks like they actually traded some stuff in. Leave that in there. The dude actually worked in Game World. Both of them did. There's the woman and her fella. I've seen them both in there. I think they got the sack for stealing for stealing stock. True story. That's what I was told anyway. So I grabbed them, 25, and then I saw another book, and I was just like, "Oh, do I really want that?" And he said, "Oh, you can have that for £8." I was like, "Yeah, it's a bit too expensive for my liking." And I go, "I'll give 30 with the book thrown in," and he's like, "Yeah, that's fine." And it's Okima, the official design works. This one's actually pretty damn big. Oh, I'm opening it the wrong way. It's one of those Japanese books. You open it from the left instead of the right. This one's, again, lovely art in this. But for a £5, that's actually not bad for a £5. I think they had loads more. They had, I did see Hyrule History one as well. I've already got it, so didn't need that. So £30. Like I say, a bit more than I wanted to spend at the car boot, but how often are you going to see that sort of stuff? Unless you're buying it from Amazon. And they're really nice condition as well. I don't trust Amazon with my parcels. They don't pack them very well. I was just about to leave, and again I saw another game on the table, and I was just like, "Oh, it's an English PAL version." So I was just like, "Oh, I could probably get it from CX, to be fair." And I asked them how much. He said £4. I was just like, "You know what? I'll get that for £4. It could be less in CX. I don't know, but it's Popolo Croissant, is it? Something like that." Again, lovely condition. Looks like a standard RPG. You probably can't see that from the pics, but it looks pretty interesting. So grab that. And then the last thing I got from the car boot was, where did I put it? Just here. And this is in the main hall, which is always full of dealers. And I was just like, eh. There was actually a chap, and he had like tons and tons of like games just stacked up all over the place. He looked like a house clearance person. And I asked him how much the games were, because they're all just stacked up. He's all the different prices, so I was like, fuck that. And then he had like a big pile of like controllers and shit. I pulled a Wiimote out, dirty as fuck. And I was like, "How much is the Wiimote?" And he's like, "Oh, £5 on them." I was just like, "Fuck that! I ain't risking that. Chances are it won't fucking work." And he had a ton of 360 controllers. All the thumbsticks were like ripped off. I think he had some GameCube ones in there as well. And they're just all dirty. I'm just like, these people actually sell anything? It's the same people every. Well, it's not every week this car boot, but every time it's the same people. I just don't see how they can make any money. But anyway, there was a chap selling DVDs and stuff, and then in was a little stack of PS3 games, and they were all shite, apart from the last one. And I was just like, "Oh, actually, I've been after that for a while." And it is God of War Collection. I've seen this so many times at the car boot. I've seen it. It's been an American copy, which I've got to have the PAL version. If there's a PAL version, I'll go for that. I've seen it greatest hits about 6 times, and obviously the greatest hits one's like ugly as fuck. So, and this is the original one, so all complete, £3. I thought I'll grab that, and I did. Oh, this beanbag. I need to get a new seating arrangement over here. Right, so I've got a couple of one CX bit, should I say, and some Facebook stuff. Sort of a spare the moment things these were. I just went on there and I was just like, I'll buy that. And the first one is, and you'll be surprised to know I don't actually have this game yet. Well, I do now. It's a Crash Bandicoot. Black Label. Small case version, which is arguably more rarer than the fat one. And it's all there. Lovely condition. Got the demo. And I wouldn't say it was like value-wise worth more. It's just, I'd say, a little bit more sought after to get this slimmer one. The only bit of a cunt is there's a crack here and just there in the hinge. And you'd be like, well, I'll just replace it. But it's obviously got the sticker on, so can't really do that. There's a crack on the back, but obviously that's replaceable. And that was 20 quid. I thought that's not too bad for the double disc slim one. Like I said, I don't think there's much like difference in value. It's just it looked better in my collection because all the rest is slim cases. So 20 quid. And this next lot, I sort of went on as you do. I can't check it all the time, especially at work. I don't really check it all, so I only check it when I get home. And this has just been put up, and I was like, I had a quick look through it, and then I was like, I'll take that. Dropped a bit of a shitter on this one. Not really, because I get my money back for most of it. So most of it's to resell. There's a couple of bits I'm going to keep. And it's sort of a mixture of Game Boy, SNES, Game Boy and SNES. There's a couple of other bits in there. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 games and 2 like accessories, you could say. And this was 120 quid for all this. So quite a lot of money. But the first thing is a boxed Game Genie, which is quite interesting. I have no use for it, so I'll be getting rid of that somewhere. And then there's some pretty rubbish Game Boy Advance games. Tony Hawk's. I'll get a couple of quid for these somewhere. Tony Hawk's again. A nice copy of Ridge Rumble for the Game Boy Color. Real nice condition box, to be fair. Not much value in it, again. And then, again, a nice condition copy of Tiger Woods 2000. Which, again, I'm guessing there's no value in that whatsoever. But, like I said, if I get, like, 10 quid for them, a couple of quid a pop, I'll be happy. And then there was this one. I didn't really pay much attention to it in the picture. I was more interested in the SNES stuff. And when I got it, I was like, damn, that's actually pretty mint. And it's Mario and Luigi's Superstar Saga. And I believe this has just been remade for the 3DS. Yeah, and I was just so surprised when I got it. There's no crush into the box whatsoever. It's all there apart from the VIP slip. So that's not the end of the world, really. So, move that. And then on to the SNES stuff. So the first thing we've got is just a adapter there, which leads me into this game, Contra 3 for the American Super Nintendo. So quite a nice copy, no label damage. And then we've got, I can't even pronounce this game, so I'm not even going to bother. I'm just going to show you the picture of it. Begins with E. No, not going to go for it. Not even going to attempt it. Not a bad condition. Manual's a little bit tate. I had a quick go on that. It seems a pretty cool game, to be fair. Box is a little crushed. It looks like someone's had a pin and they've been poking holes in it. There's tons of holes in it, which you probably can't pick up on camera. But when you open the box up and look up to the light, you can see there's fucking tons of them. So God knows what they were doing with that. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game, actually. Seems like a RPG maybe. So there's that one. Then there's Super Star Wars. No tray or manual. I think there's some precautions in there. But the box is actually alright on that, to be fair. It's not crushed or anything. And then we've got Judge Dredd. Again, it's loose. No, actually, the manual on this one, I'm not even sure you could say this includes a fucking manual. Because it's absolutely been molested to death. It's had a tough life, this manual. I mean, I suppose it's just really the front cover on it. I mean, nothing wrong with the bits inside. So, and I think it was an ex-rental as well, because it's been ripped off there and there. So that's a bit of a con. Put that back in there. The box actually is in okay condition. Again, it's minor crushing on it, but a bit there. Minor crushing, not too bad. I like how they put the film screenshots on the back. Just I guess it's trying to deceive people. Like, oh look, it's got actually clips from the film in it, maybe. But I had a quick go on it. I played it for about 5 seconds, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, and then I turned it off. And then we've got this one. It's actually really nice condition. I've put it in a box protector to make it look even better. And it's Bugs Bunny Rabbit Rampage. This box is pretty much mint. There's a little bit of crushing there. You can probably see that. No, you're not going to see that. Yeah, it's all there. Lovely condition. So yeah, I'll probably keep that one because it's in such nice condition. And then the final one, and this is where I dropped a right shitter, you could say. It's the Legend of the Mystical Ninja, and this is the one I saw originally on the photo, and I was like, "Oh, that game's worth some money." And I was like, "Yeah, I'll take them." And then I was looking back, obviously paid, and I was looking back at the photo, and I was just like, that's not the PAL version." I was like, God damn it. And the box, like I say, the box has had a tough life. And I've had to repair it. It was completely flat pretty much when I got it. And probably some people probably frown upon me for doing this, but obviously I've had to reinforce the box to make it square again. Especially, you can see there, it's completely fucking crushed. And I've actually put there, you can see I've actually glued another bit of card onto the inside because it was just absolutely crushed flat. And I thought, it's beyond like, and I put another bit of card along the top actually. That's why it's so hard to get out. But the manual's alright, to be fair. Nothing really wrong with the manual. I've put it in this little baggie so it makes it easy to get in and out. Yeah, it's just the box. And you can probably see there, I've actually put a new bit of card in. I've stuck that down. That's why that top's so flat. And I was going to do the same with the bottom, but I couldn't fit the tray in, so I've left that. And to be fair, I put it in the old Sentinel, and it's actually sort of give it a bit more shape, so I'll probably leave it at that. But then, just to make it a little bit more of a kick in the teeth, someone's actually filed away the edges here. I don't know what they were going for. Maybe they were trying to think they could put it in a PAL Super Nintendo. Or maybe not. I really don't know what they were thinking, because surely it's completely different shape to a PAL one, pretty much. So I'm not sure if there's like if it's worth, how much less it's worth, because it's the American version. But I suppose it would run in 60 hertz if people like that sort of thing. It doesn't really bother me. Have actually had a quick go on it, and it seems like a pretty fun game, just to see if it was working. But yeah, it seems like a fun game. Mystical Ninja. So I wouldn't mind actually picking up the PAL version of that. So yeah, that was 120 quid for that. So sort of sort of fucked up on it because I was like thinking, well, this is like 70 quid for the PAL version with the box and manual. But to be fair, if I get 120 back and I take out obviously these two, then it wasn't the end of the world because I got these for free, and I should just about get 120 for all that. If I get 50 for that, 40, 50 for that maybe. I'm not sure yet. I'll put that back in the box, protector later. My leg is killing. And then one thing from CX, I went in and they had some alright retro stuff in there. I actually went in to get a Dreamcast game. It'd been in stock for about 2 weeks, and I just hadn't been in town. And I kept looking, going, it's still in stock, it's still in stock, it's still in stock. And then the day before I went to town, it wasn't in stock. I was like, fuck's sake. So anyway, I went in and had a quick look at the retro stuff. They did have a PS1 game which looked pretty nice, which was, it's like a fighting game. It's got Cloud in Final Fantasy VII for PS1, but there was no manual with it, so I was just like, oh, fuck that. I think it was 27 quid for that. But a quick glance at the Wii U stuff. The Wii U collection sort of on the back burner. I only really look at stuff if I see it on Facebook and it's a very good price, or I go and CX and I just happen to have some games I need. Because the prices are just all over the place. I've been looking for Sonic Lost World for, well, since I started collecting Wii U games. Because it was like 12 quid at one point, and they kept getting them in, and they're all in shit condition. And now they've got 2 in, and it's going, it was 20 and now it's 22. Maybe I should just buy it. But it had a big fat game sticker on the manual, so I was sort of put off by that, because they're a cunt to get off. But anyway, yeah, so I bought this one for £10. Rise of the Guardians. I don't think they've ever played it. Bought £10. I need that one, so I snaffled it up. And then one last thing to show you, another Wii U game. This one's actually on eBay, from eBay. I know I just said I don't really, not actively going for these games, like looking, searching them out. Someone linked this on Facebook, and I was just like, oh, been after that. And I'd like to say it's rare, but it's sort of going down. It's all over the place, to be fair. There's a lot more in circulation now. I think a lot of people bought them up, and it's Kotu, is it? I think it's called. And this is it's the English version. If you can say that a little bit there, makes it the English version. And I saw this in Doncaster last year, and they wanted 70 quid for it, and I was just like, nope, no way. And then I looked on eBay and a couple of months after that, and they were going for about 100. And I was like, fuck's sake, I should have just bought that one from Finger. And then just recently, I know a chap had one up on Facebook for £50. And someone's like, I'll take it straight away. I was like, fuck's sake, I missed it again. And then he goes, I've got another one. And I was like, alright, how much is that one? Is it the same price? And he goes, oh, this one's £54. I was just like, fuck's sake. I was like, alright, I'll take that. And then he never got back to me. And I was just like, okay, guess you're not bothered about taking my money. And then literally like 2 days later, someone was like, oh, this is a good price on eBay. And I think it was $44.99. So bit more than, I mean, it looks shit. It looks like it's like a gun gallery game. And he just kept putting them up, to be fair. And I was like, how is it? I think he said he had 10 in the end. Because after I bought it, there's a chap on Facebook that said, oh, they're mine. And then I think he said, oh, you can buy one from me on Facebook for like 2 quid less. And I was just like, oh, well, I already bought it, so irrelevant. I think he says, I'm sure he said he had 10 of them. I was just like, where are they getting these from? So that was really, the market value has dropped loads on that. But yeah, Kotu was once rare, now it is not. And speaking of big box stuff, actually, I don't think I've ever actually showed this. Skylanders Imaginator. Bought it from Smith's Toys for 20 quid. And then they dropped it to £10, like a month later, and it already was out of warranty, so I couldn't just take it back and go, I want it for £10 instead of 20. because I was getting worried. I saw it and I was like, oh, you don't see that like very often. And then they dropped it to 10 quid like a month later, and I was like, you fucking assholes. And I think that is all. So, not the longest video in the world, but we don't want too long because you'll probably get bored of watching me. So tables are booked for the Leeds Super Retro Games Fair in the university. I went to it last year just to have, just to buy pretty much. It was all right. Wasn't as much footfall as I think as the people who organised it wanted. I think, but I think the more they do them, the more people they're going to get drawn to them. So we'll see how well that is. Been thinking about doing Doncaster, not sure. Like I say, every time in the video they put the prices up, so but I've got so much stuff stacked up in my closet that I might have to just do Doncaster to just shift some of it, because I don't think I can wait till June to do the one in Leeds. It's just, especially with car boot season approaching, I've got nowhere to put stuff, and obviously certain people are getting particularly angry with how much stuff I'm stacking up, like all over the place, so we'll see. So, as I always say, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.